The righteous shall be made fat. That proves that the Bible is true. I'm glad God made me a hefty boy, just for kicking my butt. They say not to lick these, because it'll be extra 10 calories. A stocky boy. Just a little taste. A husky boy. Curse you, thunder thighs! A fat boy. I'm glad that God has made me this way. When I was 7 years old, I felt the Holy Spirit more in my heart than ever before, and through my love handles, summoning me to go and give my life for Christ. So I wobbled up to the altar, fell on my dimpled knees, and found redemption. And, it wasn't long that after that I was baptized at SeaWorld. Just kidding. But when the Reverend dunked me under the water, everyone thought I made a cannonball. And, they were pissed off. I swear it looked as if they had showered in their Sunday bests. After that, I really started praying, and they say that God is the shelter in a time of storm. He's there when you're scared. And so for the longest time, I prayed for God to protect me from this awful thing called diets. For Pete's sake, I got scared of Kirstie Alley on those dieting commercials. I'm so glad to see she gave those up. By their fruits you shall know them. Of course, I was never a charming kid, unless you consider Humpty Dumpty charming. I wore my colorful plaid button-up shirts and pulled my khakis up to my developing titties, and on top of that, I was completely bald-headed. People that saw me must have been like, that poor kid. He not only has cancer, but he has diabetes and obesity. See, when it came to fast food, I never resented it. Never resisted or anything when it came to fast food. The McDonald's arch was just plain
Donna
sexy.
Raby, come to the office, please. Donna Raby.
As I was saying, it was just so sexy. I don't even know. The curves on the M, the warm, greasy bun so gently melting in my mouth, the meat between my teeth, and before long I developed what I call a McMuffin top. Wasn't very pleasant. Even one day, Ronald McDonald came in and smiled at me with his freakish child pedo-looking grin, and sat there and looked at me, and he said, "Regular customer, ain't ya?" And at that time, I was thrilled, but now looking back, I see what a sarcastic jackass he was. And there I wondered, was there a cure for my potbelly and my orangutan titties?
Gorilla pick!
Orangutan titties. Being chubby had its ups and downs, mainly when it jiggled, but that's not funny. I figured self-confidence would work. Self-esteem never hurt anyone. So, let's just say I took my shirt off in the swimming pool. Don't worry, I won't do it right now. I'll spare you. Just say I'm whiter than the Joker with sour cream all over his face. But, I loved to swim I loved to float in the swimming pool, Like what my belly was like a pot. It was like you could float on it like a ship, And, of course, the kids used to jump on me and be like, "Iceberg!" And I was like, "You little hellions, that was the Titanic, and I am not a real ship." But either way, one day I was just floating there like I was dead, floating on my belly, my face down in the water, making little bubbles. And then I heard this stupid little kid ask his mom, "Mama, why is there a large lump of bread dough floating in the pool?" And, of course, I rose with majesty like a great white orca whale and squished that little bastard with my belly. Yeah, I'm on the FBI's most wanted list, but it's funny, they want me, but I don't want them. Just funny. Currently, one convenient thing about having a big belly. Your belly gets home 15 minutes before you do. Always convenient. Except you're hungry and you can't really eat with your belly, you eat with your mouth. And you can also do some other good things with your mouth, like saying 4 little words to make it worse. But things have slowly but surely changed since that time. When I realized I was 300 pounds, I knew something had to give. beside quick stops by the drive-thru. I started exercising. I wiggled and I jiggled, and soon enough I shed 60 pounds. I still need to shed a bit more. But hey, fat people, you have the perseverance to do anything you set your mind to. You know, you may look like someone not the biggest loser when you run, all that jiggling in the wind and stuff, but you know, it never hurts till you actually do it. The elliptical, the treadmill, especially when you like run on the treadmill as fast as you can and then you fall and then you end up bouncing like an exercise ball. But you know, fat people, give it a shot and your fat will go away just like that. Well, not like that, but hey, with exercise, it'll be worth it. Don't give in. And don't let temptations ruin your diet. I know I wouldn't. I would never do that. Oh no, still filming.